Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where today I am collecting crates of tent sheets, which seem to be rather on its short dimension. Okay, maybe the width is the shortest dimension, but on its height dimension, it is almost as tall as I am, and much longer. Okay, the tent posts maybe I could drag one or two of these. It's amazing what you can carry in this game. Though, I suppose it could be worse. They could actually enforce realistic levels of how much we can carry, and that would certainly make things a whole lot tougher. So, maybe I should just live with how they do it. Any more of these things around here? Oh, there's a tent post up that way. Alright. Yes, and I can jump while carrying all this stuff. Maybe I used a tent post as a pole vault. Now, I believe that she said that some of them are down in Upborn. I know, down in Upborn. Obviously, not only that's obviously the meat hall of Edoras, because Metacell, what other building could be that huge? Is that Upborn down there? Oops. Doesn't matter, we do have a crow to worry about. Wait. I always forget just how far away that little village is. I never quite understood how this place rated a milestone over there, because the only time I ever remember coming to this place is when I'm doing this quest right here. I don't recall there being any quest givers whatsoever here. It's just this tiny little suburb of, I was about to say Underharrow. It's probably, wait a minute. There is a quest? Oh, no, that's just the, that's just a messenger for the vector to the next area. Okay, but there are no actual quests in this area, except for scrounging this place for tent poles, such as this. Oh, where do you want all this stuff?
If you will help us, then do so. If not, be gone.
This will do for now, Pylor. Eowyn has many more supplies than Adoras, but until we know how many people we must shelter, it is best to have as many tents as possible for the coming journey. You have my thanks. You're welcome. Oh, more? Word from the Harrowdale.
If you will help us, then do so. If not, be gone.
Yes, we are ready, as we will be. If Eowyn and the rest of Kingstead stand ready, we can begin moving to Dunharrow at our command. I know not if more matters demand our attention first, but Underharrow is prepared. I must tend to the people here, but, my lord, I would ask that you return to Adoras. Inform Eowyn that her people stand ready and waiting for the journey ahead. Alright, report back to Eowyn. But I believe I need to speak to Horn first. I have delivered the teeth and also did another errand for her.
We have delivered the message. It is now time to move on to the next stage of our duty.
Are you surprised by the Lady of Harrowdale's transformation? You shouldn't be. There is no more certain way to attain the friendship of a ruler than by helping ease the problems of the ruled. We are, all of us, on the same side now. Only Saruman gains the profit if we squabble amongst ourselves. We've delivered our message, and we have somewhat eased the sting. It is time to move on to our next stage of our duty, which is to get back to Eowyn, I will presume. Ooh, and also to choose a reward, I suppose. 1, 2...
Eomer wished for us to travel to the home he left behind.
We have done as Eowyn has asked, and now we should fulfill our obligation to her brother as well. Eomer wished for us to travel to the home that he left behind, that we may see how it fares in his absence. That home is Aldburg in the Eastfold. It was once the seat of power in Rohan before the king took up residence in Adoras. Now it is the home of Eomer, and it is natural for his mind to dwell upon its well-being. He spoke of Arkshil, its steward, as a man of good measure, but a short reach to accomplish so lofty a man. Perhaps when we arrive we can see if Archil has exceeded his master's expectations. All right, well then. I suppose we're going to have to go and find out at some point, but we should go to Adoras first and speak to Eowyn. All is prepared in Underharrow.
I have need of your aid.
Ah, so Ellen has made ready the preparations? I'm glad to hear such tidings. She and I have not seen eye to eye on many matters, but surely we both see the importance of sheltering the people of Rohan from harm. When we have made ready here in Edoras, we can begin our journey to Dunharrow. All right.
I need your help, my friend.
Ooh, rep. All right. The time has come. Kingstead faces a hard time, and Dunharrow remains the only place to keep the people from the White Hand and their savagery. Through our labors, the people of Kingstead stand ready to journey to Dunharrow. We shall travel south through the Harrowdale and climb the stairs of the hold to Dunharrow. It is there that we shall join my men at the camp that they have prepared and wait for the word of Theoden King. You have done well to prepare my people, and I am confident that the path south will be free of danger through your efforts. When I am certain that my people and I are ready, we shall begin the journey. Ooh. Okie dokie. So, what do we gotta do now?
I need your help, my friend.
I am glad to see you here, Pinelore. I am about to hear the concerns of the stewards of Adoras on the eve of the departure to Dunharrow. I welcome you to join us, friend. It will not take long, I assure you. Okay. I guess we could do that. We'll start shortly. I encourage you to join us, for you are welcome guest here at my house. Okay.
The Lady Eowyn of the House of Eor has been charged with protecting the people of Adoras. Soon she will lead them to Dunharrow in the south as the forces of Isengard begin to close in.
We have Ledfirth, we have Thalak, and we have Retread. And we also have the Wheatwoon, who's a surfing woman, just to attend her, I guess, during this meeting. I am glad to hear your concerns, my good stewards. Pray, tell me what goes on in Adoras in the eve of the departure to Dunharrow, so that I may make this passage easier for our people. We haven't long before we must depart the city. These are troubled times, and surely you have many cares. My lady, people are desperately afraid of going hungry if we leave Adoras. The farmers must abandon their crops, and they believe that they will starve. Fear not, Littlefoot. Dunharrow is well stocked. I swear to you now that the House of Error will not see its people starve. Do not trouble yourself with the cares over silver and gold. Glad it will be the people of Adoras arrive in Dunharrow whole and hale. Lady Eowyn, I fear that there will be many problems with moving so many people across the plains. Most of our folk have no horses, no carts. We must go slowly and encounter many troubles along the way. It will not be easy, but war is upon us, and King Theoden has given his command. We must walk to Dunharrow, or with or without the supplies that we need. The safe arrival of my people is the only matter of importance, but we will do our best to be prepared. My lady, I grow concerned about the morale of the people of Vaderas. They were happy to see the king ride, but he's gone, and dreariness has settled upon the folk once more. We must endeavor to keep our spirits up. Times of war are hard indeed. It is as you say, Lady Owen. We vow to do everything in our power to leave as soon as possible. I must leave. I have much to do to prepare for the departure. I beg your pardon, Pinelore. You will be welcome to Aedoras, so you may feel free to do go wherever you wish. Okay. Yeah.
What brings you to these lands?
Did you see the chance to notice my lady's face? Perhaps you didn't see it. Some sadness or gloom has taken upon her. Those who love her well see thee settled on her shoulders like a rain-cloud mantle. I grow more worried about her every day that passes. I don't know why I suddenly spilled my fears to you. There is something trustworthy about you. Will you help my lady? Perhaps we can think of something that will cheer her, now that her uncle has recovered from his stupor. One matter is she could be concerned that we may not be able to get out in time or something like that. What do you say?
I have need of your aid.
You wish to help us out at the door of our journey to Dunharrow? It will not be an easy task, you know, but I would never turn down such generous offers. Ledfirth, Theolock, and Brittard will be glad for your aid. They're able men, but they're hard pressed. Okie dokie, and I get one of these baubles. Oh, I guess this will do.
I have need of your aid.
The stewards brought up concerns in our meeting, and I would like to help them, for they are good men, true to Theoden throughout his troubled times. The time is nigh when we must depart, and there is much to do before we can transport so many people to the southern plains of Kingstead. Will you aid Beatrid, Thalok, and Ledfirth? Okay. Note, Aedoras quest will not be available after the evacuation. Yeah, it'll be difficult to do quests within a city that has been depopulated. It looks like that Beatrid is treading back and forth.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I should be most grateful for another set of eyes and ears in Aedoras. Everyone seems to be acting strangely, and there is a gloom on the air. I wonder why. Oh, I am glad Lady Eowyn sent you hither. All right, so what does he need?
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Yet another lot who say they won't budge when the town empties. Oh, Sigurd and Sigmar. They are locked in a year-long squabble over the house bequeathed them by their father. I won't bore you with the details. It is widely known that they are both fools. They must come, yet they will not heed the order. Please, try to reason with them, Pinelore, whatever it takes. Okay, speak to Sigurd and Sigmar. Sig. Alright, and where are Sig? Oh, these two. I hope you haven't been standing like that for a year now. Or you're both statues by this time.
I do not believe you will find welcome here.
This house should be mine, no matter what my father's will says. I am eldest after all. If I leave, that brother of mine will try to take it from me, like he did Ilfud so many years ago. No, I must remain here and keep my eye on him, for I do not trust him. Ilfud, okay. And what does Sigmar have to say?
We turn to the offensive.
My father's will was unclear, and therefore we both of us, or neither of us, own this house. My brother wants to take it for himself, just like he tried to do with Ilfin so many years ago. Oh boy! He will never let me have anything to myself. He thought everything was his by right. Nay, I will not leave. He will move in and change the locks as soon as I look away. Boy, these... Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Well, that's quite a pair, I must say.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Yeah, I thought as much. I will throw them in the stocks then. You reflected sympathy upon the anger and pain upon the brother's manner, and asked Beatrice to give you some time to make them come around. All right, if you insist, but you do not have long. They either come willingly, or they will come in chains. It matters not to me. I am just sick of their dispute. Yeah, we'll have to make sure that they come together, because they're certain not going to come separately, that's for sure. Oh yeah, what about this woman, Elfwine?
Will you aid the horse lords?
Who's Elfwine? Why? Oh, she's a widow who lives near the marketplace with her children, north and west of here. She's a good woman, very hospitable. Okay, thank you. A widow? Wait. Well, it looks like she married neither of them then, because those two seem to be still alive. The two brothers are busy squabbling over a house, and she is apparently preparing her house for the evacuation. They brought me up into their horrid quarrel, did they? After all this time, they still don't understand what drove me away. Sigurd courted me first, you see, but it was Sigmar that I loved. But Sigmar was jealous and thought that Sigurd was still trying to claim me. I could not abide much nonsense. I did not regret rejecting either man, and my late husband had more sense than both of them combined. I think they are still using this dispute as an excuse to fight like children, when all their mother or father ever wanted was for them to reconcile. They have driven away everyone. This is madness. Figures. Maybe I can get some sense into one of these.
We must stand by while the minions of Orthanc spread their influence.
Elfin chose me, yes, but Sigurd was always trying to steal her, just like he's trying to shut me out of my claim to my father's estate. I would sooner seen us both in the stocks than let the guard down before Sigurd. Okay. So he thinks that as long as they're both put into the stocks together, he would rather be in the stocks. And what do you say about that?
We stand in silence while the storm of Isengard grows stronger.
You can't reason with him. He is too conniving and too stubborn. Though perhaps you can help us. None of the other townsfolk would. We will not trust each other to enter the house, and so we have never set foot inside it since our fathers died. Perhaps you can look around and see if there's anything that will clarify the will. I am sure that he meant it to leave to me. Right. Well, let's go inside. Yep, it looks like no one's been here for a year. What's this? Oh well, I guess it's time to clear out a few webs. Dust the place. You have found a letter in the drawer. It is from Singoth, father of Sigun and Sigmar, and it may contain relevant information about the will and the deed to the family house. Okay. Now, next, search the desk. Oh, read the letter that we found. This is part 1 of a 4-part letter. I have just found out that I have little time left before the sickness claims me. If you have discovered this letter, it means that one or both of you are taking responsibility for this estate at long last, instead of shunning it in hopes of avoiding your brother. The shield maiden guards the next clue, and the first color is red. The first color is red. Well, that's a weird thing to say, that's for sure. Okay, fine. What else have we got here on it? This tapestry matches Singot's description. Oh, this tapestry. The Shield Maiden. You have found another letter. I guess behind the tapestry. You must be wondering why I sent you on this strange chase. It's because of your quarrel. You did not visit your mother on her deathbed because of an old rivalry. Sigun, Sigmar, her dying wish was for you two to be reconciled. It is mine as well. Do you not see that family and hearth matter so much more than old anger? I am about to sit down to dinner. Perhaps I will continue there. The second color is green. Okay. Let's see. This table may be where Singot indicated in his letter. Okay, there's the table. Let's continue cleaning out the mess while we're here. Some more mess. More of a mess. Alright. Okay, what's over here? You found another letter tucked underneath the table setting. Of course. I wish to see you both before I pass away, but I fear that it will not be so. I only hope to mend the hatred by leading you along in such a way. I have left a false deed with the notary, and the true deed is locked away. The true deed will say who inherits the house, Sigun or Sigmar. I grow tired now, my sons, dreadfully tired. I will try to keep writing. The third color is purple. Okay. Well then, I guess the bed will be upstairs? I mean, that's where you go when you're tired, right? Oh. Let's clean that mess. That mess. And finally this. And drumroll. Whee! Oh. Speaking of messes, we will think on that later. This bed must be what Singot indicated in his letter. You have found Singot's last letter in the folds of the quilt. Of course. The end is coming, and I am nothing but a tired, lonely old man. Have I failed as a father? What curse lies upon us? Will you not come and see me? I would tell you that you are both my favorites, and that you're both beloved. If you're reading this, Sigun or Sigmar, then I am dead, and you have not come until it was too late. I only hope that you are caring for the house as you should have always done. Oh, the deed. The notary has signed it, and it is in a lockbox. The fourth color is the one that you have not chosen yet. And here we are, a 4-color lock, right? This box is locked. You must figure out how to open it. Choose the first color. Okie dokie. So, oh, we've got, okay, the first color is red. Okay. Ah. You have chosen rightly. Then green. Then purple. I would not want to do this quest if I were colorblind. That's all I gotta say about that. And then blue. You have opened the lockbox. Well, fortunately, there's only 16 possible combinations of that. So I guess you could do a trial. Oh! Another letter! What a shock! I, Singnoth of sound of mind, do bequeath this house and land to whoever first finds this parchment, for that person is the one who most cares about this property. Should both Sigurd and Sigmar find this together, then this house and land remain bequeathed to both sons, not as a punishment, but as a father's last wish that his son should get along. I hope it is the latter. Oh boy. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Hello there. I found the letter.
What brings you to these lands?
Oh, what have we got here? It looks to me like you're the new owner of the estate. Good. Now go lock it up and tell those two fools to get moving. All right. As you wish. I have a feeling that there are going to be two people who are not going to like this result. And here they are now.
We must turn to the offensive.
What? Brother, this cannot be. Surely our father would not have wanted a stranger to our family to inherit this great estate. We will find a loophole, Sigurd. I will not rest until we do so. We will think on it on as we travel to Dunharrow. Ooh, and what do you have to say? What?
I do not believe you will find welcome here.
This will not be bored. I will not let you get away with stealing our house. It belongs to Sigmar and me. We don't lose our father's estate, right, Sigmar? Just you wait. When we get back from Dunharrow, we'll see you out of here. Well, you have reconciled the brothers by taking away that which they fought over. Perhaps they will learn the lesson that their father meant them to learn, that old offenses bring nothing but pain and loss, and that family is more important than anything. Alright, so now what do we get from this? I guess I found the bracelet inside the house. Well, I'm sure that they'll go and demand it back after this war is over. But that is it for this episode, and next time I think we've got 2 more people to help here as we continue in our story of the lore of the shadow.